Hi guys, this is Ish and Lex from the Subs podcast, where the subs get to have their say. Wow, we just had the Champions League draw just been announced, and wow, absolutely amazing for us, I think, as Liverpool fans. Trent's coming back home.
Yeah, big draw for us. I think the fact that it's at Anfield as well is massive, right? I think the big conversation is that will Alonso start him? Is it even worth putting him on the bench? I think at this rate, from what we've even seen recently with the news of the England squad, I wouldn't see him starting. I think it'd probably be best for Alonso not to even start him. There's so much that could happen. The volatility of the whole team. I think the crowd is going to be so up for it. Even just hearing his name on the announcements will get a reaction, right? I think in such a hostile environment, it'd be silly for any manager to play a player like that. And at this rate, he might not even get any games or minutes going up to the Champions League. We are still waiting for the announcement of the league, of the fixtures of when they will happen. I think personally, if we can get Madrid out of the way early, would be better because there are a few other games in the draw that I am thinking about. I think the main one for me is Galatasaray away.
That's going to be a tense game.
Yeah, they're famously called hell when you go away to Galatasaray, and that's going to be a huge game we have to keep an eye out for.
Hopefully that's game week 8 or something for the Champions League that we get to face them, so it becomes more of a, and we're qualified by then, so it could just be a nice environment for us to go to and just sort of soak up the atmosphere. But on your point, Real Madrid, hopefully, I'm hoping that that's one of the first games, because what a way to kick off the Champions League. Anfield under the lights, Wednesday or Tuesday night, whichever one they decide. It's just going to be an epic game. And yeah, you're right, Trent might not even start the game, considering all the sort of news that's coming out of Madrid, that they favour Carvajal, and like the fans aren't impressed with just kind of what he offers defensively. And I think there's not many options or opportunities for them to actually see Trent, deliver those sort of killer balls that he's used to. I think it's still going to take him time. I think that team needs to see a few more injuries, and then Trent needs to somehow find his feet and find his way in. But coming back to Anfield, I mean, he's never going to get a good reception. I mean, at the end of the game, we probably will give him a little clap in a chair, but I think during the game and lead up to it, I think it'll just be full of aggression. And also, we do have some tough games, like Inter away, PSV, like you said, Galatasaray, and even the home games look tasty. So we've got obviously Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. Is it Karabag? I'm not sure if that's home or away, but we've got Karabag. Which again, those sort of games where it seems like we're going to get those points can become difficult games. But I'm really excited. What about you?
Yeah, I think Atletico was a big one as well. I still remember that horrendous game where I think we lost 3-2 and Morata slid across the pitch. So I'm excited for that, for a revenge tip right there. And just going back to your point about Trent, I think there's a lot, as we are sort of internet pundits, or however you want to describe us, right? I think there's a majority of fans who are still going to have love for Trent. It's not like the Muriel's disappeared. We all know he is a Scouser born and bred. So I think there will be a good environment for him. There will still be some hostility. We still saw what happened when he was still at Liverpool, and there was obviously boos around the stadium when he was still at the club. So there's obviously going to be some people who are probably quite hostile to him on the day. Inter Milan's a great fixture as well. I think for me, they probably haven't maybe made the signings that they could have. It's still a very old squad. I think for Inter Milan, being at home is going to be massive for them. But I feel like we played Inter Milan not too long ago at the San Siro and still did well. I'm not too concerned about the Italian teams. To that point, I think we've got a lot to be looking forward to. I do think we'll get top 8 at this point. Does it really matter as well, right? We saw what happens even when you top the entire league table in the Champions League now. Get drawn PSG, right? So for me, I'm happy as long as we get top 8. I think getting number 1 in the Champions League stages is just not really anything to really shout about. I think as long as we get top 8, because we don't want the additional fixtures if we don't get top 8. The transfer window is still open. A certain striker has almost signed at Newcastle, and another striker could be leaving to come to us potentially, right? Defensively as well is something we need to be keeping in mind moving forward.